Welcome friends. Today we are going to discuss on a problem solving which is known as the ugly number. This problem is I will solve this problem by dynamic method, by dynamic programming. Dynamic programming. Let us first understand what does this problem means. Ugly number are usually the numbers which have a factors or prime factors of 2, 3 or 5. This means that the numbers are 1 into 2, 2 into 2, 3 into 2, 4 into 2, 5 into 2, such that means it has a factor of 2, prime factor of 2. It means 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Other numbers are 1 into 3, 2 into 3, 3 into 3, 4 into 3, 5 into 3. 1 into 3 means 3, 2 into 3 means 6, 3 into 3 means 9, 4 into 3 means 12, 5 into 3 means 15. And 1 into 5, 2 into 5, 3 into 5, 4 into 5 and 5 into 5. There may be many more. This dotted line means there may be many more. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So if we merge these three, the series may become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, etc. This is the series which has been obtained by joining all the three series which consist of a prime factor of 2, prime factor of 3 and prime factor of 5. Correct. So in this statement, in this problem, the programmer or the user will give the input as the nth number, means the nth number of nth number will be given as the input and the nth number will be printed. The output will be the nth number means the input will be the n and the output will be the nth number. Okay, for example, suppose if n is given as 8, the number output will be given as 9. This will be the answer. Okay. So let us write the algorithm. This can be solved using two processes. Number one is the basic process or the raw basic process. Another is a dynamic process. So here we will see the dynamic process, how this problem is solved using the dynamic process. So here I am writing the algo. You need to write the program according to the language you prefer. Okay, so here I write the algo. First step is that we need to, as we know, in dynamic programming we always need an array. So here we will initialize our ARR array. Okay, no problem. Second step is we will initialize the ARR of 0 to 1. Correct? Now I will take three variables, that is I2, I3 and I5. What are these variables? These are the multiples of initialize. These are the three index that initializes the I2 means the multiple which contains only the multiples of 2. It contains only the multiples of 3, and it also contains only the multiple of 5. And I will initialize all the 3 to 0. Okay. Now next step is that I will take the multiple of 2 with means the multiple of 2 is stored with the array with the now I2 is 0, so 1 into 2. Multiple of 2 will now store 1 into 2. 1 into 2, that is 2, right? Multiple of 2 will store this. Similarly, I will store the multiple of 3 and multiple of 4. Multiple of 3 will also do the same thing, 1 into 3, correct? Sorry, multiple of 5. Correct? I think you have understand all this up to this. So now we will run a loop. Why I will run a loop now? Because these three numbers are already produced. Now I have to find the minimum of the number and minimum of the three numbers which were produced, and I have to place it in the array of ARR, right? So that I can get the nth number, right? Now I will run a loop for I is equal to 1, 2, I less than. Suppose I am taking, we have to find the nth value, means n. I am taking the value as n. Okay. Now what I will do, it's easy. First we have to find the minimum of these three, right? Means the least value, least, I am taking a variable as least, which will contain the minimum of multiple of 2, multiple of 3 and multiple of 5. Correct? Now the ARR of I means the first element. Suppose here is the first element, right? ARR of I means now I is 1, first I is 1 at first, so it will contain the least value. In the example as I have shown, the first I have done calculated all these values, right? These values are stored in 2, mult of 3 and multiplication of 5 variable. Correct? So the first value is 2, right? Among these three, the minimum value is 2. I am storing this value at ARR of I, right? Like what I have stored here, right? Correct? Now if the least value is equal to the multiple of 2 value, means among these three the least value which we have got is a multiple of 2, then I have to increment the I2 value. Okay, and the multiple of 2 value will also be changed. Correct? Similarly, if the least value equal to the multiple of 3 value, Similarly, I have to increment the third value, I3 value, and the multiple of 3 will also be changed. Similarly, for the multiple of 5 value, I have to increment the I5 value, right? And the multiple of 5 also be changed. Correct? So in this way we can get the number, right? And what we have to return at last? We have to return the least value, because it contains the last value or the nth value. As I have run this for loop for n times, so it will contain the nth value. Correct? So this is the easy algorithm. So let us now analyze this algo. Analyze this algo with the example like what we have taken as 5, what we have taken as 8, I think. Here we have taken as n is equal to 8. So we will take this n is equal to 8 and we will analyze the value. Okay. Suppose what we are taking, n is equal to 8. Correct. Now let us analyze the algorithm. As you can see, first we have initialized the ARR array. So I am initializing a ARR array. Okay. So ARR array, sorry, I forgotten, is of n size. So I have made a ARR array of 8. I think it's okay, right? Now, what is the second step? I have initialized three variables, that is I2 with 0, I3 with 0 and I5 with 0. Now, I have initialized another variable mult2, correct? Mult2, that is ARR of I2 into 2, right? So, I am initializing mult2, mult3 and also multiplication, it means multiplication, okay, multiplication 4, and I have done ARR of 0 equal to 1, so I will initialize this as 1. I think there is no problem now. Correct? So what I have done in mult2, mult2 means ARR of I2 into 2. Correct? So mult2 means ARR of I2, ARR of I2. I2 here means 0, means ARR of 0th value into 2. Correct? So ARR of 0th value here is 1. It means 1 into 2. So mult2 value is 2. Okay. Now mult3. Mult3 value is similarly ARR of 0. 0 means here is also 1. So it will become 3. And similarly 1 into 5, it will become 5. Now what I am doing? I am running a for loop. Correct? For I is equal to 1 to n. So here ith value is 1. Okay, and I am occurring it 8 times. Okay, so now I am getting the least variable, right? Here is a variable known as least. What it will contain? It will contain the minimum value of mult2, mult3 and mult5. Among these three values, it will contain the minimum value, right? So among these three values, the minimum value is 2. Okay. Now what it is doing? It is taking ARR of I is equal to least. Now, what is the ith value now? Ith value now is 1. So for the ARR of I means ARR of 1, it will substitute the least value means 2. Okay, now what it is doing, as least value equal to mult of 2, it is checking that if least value equal to mult of 2, see mult of 2 value is 2 and least value is also 2, correct? So it satisfies this condition. Now what it will do, it will increment the I2 value with plus 1, correct? So the I2 value incremented with 1. Now it will change the mult2 value to mult2 value will now, what will be the mult2 value? ARR of I2. What is the I2 value now? 1, right? So the mult2 value now gets changed. ARR of I2. What is I2 value? 1. ARR of I2 means ARR of 1. ARR of 1 means 2, correct? 2 with. And in mult2 what it is doing? In mult2 it is and it is doing with multiplying with 2, right? So I will multiply with 2 and the result comes 4, correct? Now it will end, this condition will be checked again. Is least value equal to multiplication of 3? Least value is 2, least value is 2 and multiplication of 3 is 3, right? So it will not be the case, and similarly it will not be also the case for last one. So the for loop will run again. Okay, now the I gets incremented, it becomes 2. Okay, now it will again initialize the least value with minimum of mult2, mult3 and mult5. Now the mult2 value gets changed, right? It gets 4, mult3 is 3 and mult5 is 5, right? So the least value will also be get changed. The least value is now among the 3. What is the least value? It gets 3, right? So the I2th means again A of I means ith value is now 2. So it will get updated A of means A of 2. A of 2 will updated with the least value, right? A of 2 gets updated with the least value. So the least value now is 3 and it gets updated here. Now it will check if least value equal to mult of 2. Is least value of 3 and mult of 2 is 4? No, it does not get satisfy, it does not satisfy this condition. Now it will come to the second. If least value equal to mult of 3, least value is 3 and mult of 3 is also 3. Now what it will do, it will increment the I3th value. I3 is equal to I3 plus 1, right? So I3 is now 0, it will increment it to 1, it will be incremented to 1. Now mult3 is equal to ARR of I3 into 3, correct? ARR of I3 means I3 means now it is 1 into 3 means ARR of 1 into 3 means 2, means the mult3 value is also changed. It is I2 into 3, that is 6, right? So this is done, and it will also check with this. No, this does not satisfy, right? In the program, in C program, you can add else so that it will not check multiple times, so the time complex, so it will directly skip to other, right? Mult of 5, right? Least, return least. Okay, no, sorry, not return list. So the so this will, I will again be incremented, right? I will again go from 2 to 3. So I am fast forwarding this portion. Now the least value will become 4 and 2 again, 2 gets again the I2th value gets incremented because this is the least value of, because the least value is equal to the mult of 2 value, which is 4, right? So I2 value gets incremented to 2. Okay, and also the mult2 value also gets incremented, right? Now the mult2 value I2 of 2 means 3 into 2, it becomes 6, right? So here what will be the least value, it is done, right? Now it will again it did not satisfy this condition and this condition, right? Now I will again get incremented to 4, and now the least value among these three these three values is 5. So the least value is 5. Sorry, I did not place here. So the least value is now 5, right? Least value is 5, so I5 gets incremented by 1. Now what is the a of I5 means? A of I5 means 2. So the mul2 value also gets incremented 2 into. Now what it will become? 2 into it's 5 means 10. Correct? Now it will again check the three values, means the least value it will again check. So 6, 6 and 2. Now as it acquires first this time, so this 6, so the least value is now 6, right? And the ARR value is also updated by 6. Now I of 2 value gets changed to 3. Now this will get changed. What is its value now? Its value is I of 3. 3 means 4. 4 into, now it's 2 means 8. Correct? And this also, and in this case, see, there is it is a special case here. Why I have not given else if? Because it satisfies this condition too, and is also satisfies this condition, because 6 is also equal to this condition 6, right? So I3 value also gets incremented to 2. Now this 6 is now this mult of 3 gets changed. Now what it will become? 3 into, now it becomes mult of I2 ARR of I2 ARR of I3, right? ARR of I3 is 2, means it will get the value of 3, means 3 into 3, now its value becomes 9. Mult 3 value is now 9, right? So I also gets incremented now 6. Among the 3 values, now mult 2 value is 8, currently is 8, mult 3 value is 9, and mult 5 value is 10. Right? So now the least value among these 3, as you can see, is mult 2, means the least value is 8, and the sixth value is updated with 8. Correct? Now what it is equal to? Mult 2, so I2 again gets incremented to 4, and mult 2 again gets incremented, right? It becomes ARR of 4. 4 means the value is also 4. Sorry, ARR of 4 means the value is 5. Extremely sorry. This means 5 into 2, it becomes 10 now. So the mult 2 value gets changed to 10, right? And is 8 equal to any other? No. Now it gets 7. Correct? Now among these 3, what is the least one now? 9, right? So the least value is 9, and the ARR of 7th value gets updated with 9. Correct? So again it is checked that if condition is checked, a mult of 3 equal to the least value, so I3 is updated to 3. Now if I again increment the value, I value will become 8, and in this condition I have given less than, not equal to n, right? So it will end the for loop, go out of the for loop, and return the least, right? Now what is the least value currently it's holding? It is holding 9, right? So the result is 9. This is the easy algorithm which is a ugly number. This is the easy algorithm of ugly number. As you can see, as I have done earlier, for n is equal to 8, the output is 9. So I have achieved the output with this algo. Okay, thank you. In the next class I will come up with another greedy algorithm. If you have any doubts, please write on the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.